To my Scott, I can't believe that today is the day we become husband and wife. I'm full of excitement and nerves, but I'm taking that as a good sign. I have no idea how I'm supposed to capture how I feel about you and all my hopes for our future together in this letter. But you know how stubborn I am. I'm going to try. When we first met 8 years ago, I could never imagine that we would be here today. After all, I did hide behind a pole from you, and although I kept my guard up, I knew you were special right from the beginning. I'm so proud of the man you've become. Your humour, generosity, energy, spontaneity, drive and intelligence never ceases to amaze me. And you always just know when I need a hug. I promise to love you every day for the rest of my life, even when it gets hard. I can't wait to continue building our lives together and for all the memories we will make together in the future. I will always be grateful for you just as you are, your future wife, Chloe.
Once in a lifetime, you find someone who touches not only your heart, but also your soul. Once in a lifetime, you find someone who loves you for who you are and not for whom you could be. You are here today to witness and to celebrate the marriage of Scott and Chloe, who I know are grateful for your presence. My name is Catherine, and as Deputy Superintendent Registrar, it's my pleasure to be conducting the ceremony today. Marriage calls for honesty, patience, and we should not forget humour. It is where each partner cares for the other and supports them in all that they do. A good partner in such a marriage must be loving, caring, and above all, a best and trusted friend. Many things can be represented by the light, life, and vibrance of a candle flame. In this case, each outer candle represents the bride's and the groom's single lives, together with each of the families which have been joined together today. Marriage in this country means the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Scott Thomas Dawson, may not be joined in matrimony to Chloe Louise Smith. Thank you. And Chloe. I do solemnly declare that I know not of any lawful impediment why I, Chloe Louise Smith, may not be joined in matrimony to Scott Thomas Dawson. Thank you. I'd like to invite Darren, please, to step forward and to take hold of Chloe's left hand. Scott, do you take Chloe to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Will you love, respect and cherish her?
I will.
Chloe, do you take Scott to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you love, respect and cherish him? Who gives this woman's hand in marriage?
I do.
And do I have your permission to proceed? I'd like to invite Jamie, please, to step forward with his reading.
Your marriage should have within it a secret and protected space, open to you alone. Imagine it to be a walled garden, entered by a door to which you only hold the key. Within this garden, you will cease to be a mother, father, sibling, friend, or any of the other roles which you fulfill in daily life. Here you can be yourselves, two people who love each other. Here you can concentrate on one another's needs. So take each other's hands and go forth to your garden. The time you spend together is not wasted, but invested in your future and nurture of your love.
I call upon these persons here
these
present
persons here present
to witness that I,
to witness that I,
Scott Thomas Dawson,
Scott Thomas Dawson,
do take thee,
do take me,
Chloe Louise Smith,
Chloe Louise Smith,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Thank you, and Chloe. I call upon these persons here present to witness that I, Chloe Louise Smith, do take thee, Scott Thomas Dawson, to be my lawful wedded husband. I'm going to invite Ross, please, to step forward with the rings. A wedding ring is a traditional way of sealing a marriage contract. As an unbroken circle, a ring symbolises unending and everlasting love, and it's a visible sign of the promises that you make to each other. Accept this ring
Accept this ring
as a sign of our
as a
marriage.
sign of our marriage.
All that I am,
All that
I give to
I
you,
give to you,
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I share with you,
I share with you,
for the whole of our life together.
the whole of our life together.
Thank you. Accept this ring as a sign of our marriage. All that I am, I give to you, and all that I have, I share with you, for the whole of our life together.
You can give without loving, but you can never love without giving. The great acts of love are done by those who are habitually performing small acts of kindness. We can't to the extent that we love. Love is knowing that even when you are alone, you will never be alone again. A great happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves and even loved despite ourselves.
In addition to the exchange of rings, our bride and groom have chosen to make personal promises to each other. I promise to give you
I promise to give you
my love and friendship,
my love and friendship,
to be there for you
to be there for you
when you need me
when
most,
you need me most,
to confide in you,
confide in you,
to trust, comfort and support you
trust, comfort and support you
in everything you do.
in everything that you do.
I will be your partner
I will be your partner
and friend for life.
and friend for life.
Chloe, I promise to give you my love and friendship, to be there for you when you need me most, to confide in you, to trust, comfort and support you in everything you do. I will be your partner and friend for life. Perfect. Thank you. This candle that you're about to light is a candle of marriage. Its fire is magical because it represents the light of two people who are in love. This candle before you is a candle of commitment because it takes two people working together to keep it aflame. This candle is a candle of unity because both must come together, giving a spark of themselves to create a new light. The bride and groom will now complete the candle ceremony, each taking a flame from the outer candle, and together light the central candle, which symbolises their marriage today and the union of their two lives. As this one flame cannot be divided, neither will your lives be divided. Scott and Chloe, you have each made the declarations prescribed by law and have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of myself, Jackie the registrar, your witnesses and all of your guests here today. We hope that the feelings of love that you have for each other will deepen and grow stronger throughout the years to come. I therefore have only one remaining duty to perform, and that is with distinct pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife together. Would you like to kiss?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I feel like I should burst out into song. Okay, so for those of you who I have not the pleasure of being introduced to, my name is Darren, and I'm the father of this most beautiful bride, Dr. Chloe Dawson. And of course, I'm also the warm-up act for Russ, the star speaker who you'll hear from shortly. Now, they say that the proudest day of a father's life is to witness the birth of the firstborn, and it's hard to argue with that. I remember on the day Chloe was born, going through all the emotions a father goes through: fear, excitement, nerves, even pure panic. And that was just at the thoughts of changing the first nappy. I thought nothing could surpass that moment. But I have to say, there's many things have come very close. Her beautiful daughter here, she got a degree. I astounded us all. And then she got a master's degree. And we thought it couldn't get much better. But after 10 long, hard years, she became a doctor. Show off. It doesn't get much better for a father than that. But ladies and gentlemen, there's moments of pride and joy that keep adding up. You see, sometimes the hardest achievement in life is finding that one special person who is your exact match. Well, I stand here today bursting with pride, knowing that our Mary has found her Giles. And I'm sure you'll all agree what a lovely couple they make. And so to Scott, today you honestly married my greatest treasure. My little girl, and she always will be, by the way. But I know that you'll treat her right. With love, respect and integrity. And I also do all that. Okay, in fact, from the first day we met you, your values absolutely shone through. And I don't just mean the fact that you're a Newcastle supporter, although that did help. Claire, Scott's an absolute credit to you. And I know, Simon, you've been by your side, supporting all the way, so thank you for both of you. I know my daughter's in very good hands. Scott, quite honestly, the greatest compliment I can pay to you is and it's an absolute honour to have you as part of the family. So I'd like to say to you both, the best advice I can give you, never stop falling in love. Okay? Just make sure it's always with the same person. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, please raise your glass to the bride and groom, Chloe and Scott.
Bride and groom.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My wife and I would like to thank you all very much for being here today. Thank you, Darren, for your brilliant speech, kind words, and for supporting us every single step of the way over the past 8 years. Before I go any further, I'd also like to raise a glass for family members and loved ones that can't be with us today, especially Chloe's granddad, Alan. We know he's looking down and he's proud of us. To Alan. Thank you for bringing me up with good values and for trying your best every single day. Thank you for making the most of the very little that we had and for always putting me and Ross first. Thank you as well for bringing me up with an expansive, varied diet. Baked bean sandwiches, baked beans on toast, and baked beans with sausages were all staples in our house growing up. Thank you, Simon, for introducing the art of cooking into the house. Had it not been for you, me and Ross may have serious stomach issues. Thank you, Karen, for your ongoing commitment and love for Chloe. She's turned into a beautiful, kind woman, and a lot of that is down to your love. Thank you for welcoming me into your house of open arms and for cooking the best lasagna and enchiladas to grace this earth. Thank you also for raising Chloe with such an expansive, varied diet. Bacon grease sandwiches, meatless lasagna, and skinless sausages were the staples of Chloe's childhood. We're only starting to get her off these now. Thank you, Darren, for your never-ending support for me and Chloe. We know that you'd go to the end of the world for us, and it's important that you know that we would do the same for you too. Thank you, Tara, for welcoming us into your family, as if we were your own. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to be part of so many different families, so thank you for that. And finally, thank you, Ross, for being a fantastic brother and for preparing the best man speech. And there's one final special thank you. I'd like to take this moment to thank Coronavirus, Lockdown 2 and Tier 2 regulations for scuppering the first proposal. And the second one. We got there in the end in December 2020 by pretending to be residents of Yorkshire to enjoy a night away in Harrogate. And now for Chloe. Can we please raise a glass to my beautiful bride and wife?
To the bride.
To the bride. After what's been an amazing 8 years together and an absolute whirlwind past 3 years, it really is the best feeling in the world to be stood here today. Almost 8 years to this day, I was suited and booted off to Durham to meet Chloe for our first date. We agreed to meet in Millennium Square, just outside of the Gala Theatre. I got there and there was nobody in sight. Typical of being stood up. I frantically tried to get in touch with Chloe to see where she was, and then out she pops from behind a bollard. I honestly didn't know which direction the date would go after that. A week later, she went off to Sri Lanka for 5 weeks, and at that time, it felt like she would never come back. But thankfully she did, and we picked up where she left off. In the past 8 years, Chloe has helped to bring colour to my very black and white world, and for that I'm a better person. She's patient with me when I'm frustrated, kind when I'm annoyed, and most of all, always there when I need her. I'd also like to think she's benefited a little from my influence too. From the fine art of vegetables to the fine art of football. She now follows Newcastle United, rarely missing a game. She's never looked better than she does today, and it's my honour and privilege to call her my wife. She starts a new chapter in her career when we get back from a honeymoon, and for those of you who don't know, she won't be Mrs. Dawson, she'll be Dr. Dawson. We're all immensely proud of you. Can we have one final toast for Dr. Chloe Dawson?
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, thank you all for being here to celebrate this beautiful day. For those of whom I've not had the pleasure of meeting yet, my name is Ross, and I have the honour of standing here today of the best man of my brother Scott and his stunning new wife Chloe. Ever since we were kids, my brother has always been someone I've looked up to. Only by about 1.5 inches, but he would always say 3. Growing up together, Scott was a great role model. He's always been there for me, teaching me the lessons, like how to download the dodgy films like Fast and Furious. In all seriousness, he's always shed a protective light, opened my eyes to many experiences and helped shape my outlook in life. Especially I remember when me and Scott went to wrestling as kids. Scott being the wrestler, of course. Myself, a victim of not much shy than child abuse. Thankfully, I did get him back for this at the age of 7 on a family holiday. I did find myself cast out at sea on the coast of Mallorca in a rudderless dinghy. Now I helplessly started to drift away into the Western Mediterranean. But like a scene out of Baywatch, Scott came bounding towards me. And in my excitement, I decided to jump out of the dinghy when I seen him. Now, not realising how far away and deep it really was. In a panic, I started drowning. Only to be saved what could have been by one of my final breaths by the man himself. To thank him for this, I did proceed to use him as a human lilo. Try imagine a sort of space hopper, but in the sea, trying to get back to shore. But there's nearly drowned him as well, and it was nearly the curtains for both of us. Scott took me to my first ever football match at St James's Park, my first ever music gig at our beloved Lincoln Park. Still holds a special place in my heart. All these memories are driven by the importance of care, kindness, love, care, and he led by a shining example. And I will forever be grateful for being my human Lilo. So, here is to my Scotty 2 hottie, to my Grandmaster Sexy, the Brian O'Connor to my Roman Pierce, and the Mike Shinoda to my Chester Bennington. As I say, these are the memories that you did drive to shape our relationship. And all I can say is, you really are an amazing brother. Now, if I can say a couple of words about Chloe. Chloe, you've made one of the best decisions of your life today. Gained an amazing man in your life. Best brother-in-law in the North East. From the moment I picked you both up for your first date in Durham, I feel the happiness, it was contagious between the both of you. In all seriousness, from getting to know you, Chloe, you are an amazing match. Your warmth, humour and incredible ability to put up with my brother's antics is truly incredible. We are truly blessed to welcome you into the family. Scott, I am very proud of you. You've not only found your partner in crime, but your partner in life. Your journey together will undoubtedly be amazing, and I can't wait to see the incredible moments that await for you in your married life. So, finally, I would like to make a toast. If you could all please stand and raise a glass to a lifetime of happiness, love, and adventure for the wonderful couple. May your journey together be filled with joy, laughter, and most importantly, endless love. To Scott and Chloe. Thank you.